Hello! Right, out on a stroll again, we're in the woods again. Just walking around. Just getting some fresh air, man, but some adventure as well, you know what I mean? Stuck indoors most of the time. Anyway, today, what we're going to talk about, how to grow a beard naturally. Seems fitting since we're in the woods, right? This mic placement is getting moved, all these videos I'm doing, because someone mentioned that on a previous video it was hard to hear because I was breathing heavily, which was true because I was walking up a hill and all you could hear was and it's true, right? So I'm trying different mic placements. You'll see in other videos I've got it on my hat, which just looks completely daft, but if it works, we'll stick with it. So we're trying this, right? It might work, it might not, I don't know. This is the third video I've shot out walking about, right? Just because I'm trying different settings, we'll see what happens. You're learning with me. Right, so, what are we talking about? Yeah, how to grow a beard naturally. I'll get to that in a minute. But if you're new here, my name is John, JJ, owner and founder of Scotland's original beard care brand, owner, founder, operator of Scotland's original beard care brand, Braw Beard. This is the YouTube channel, welcome. On the YouTube channel you will find beard tips, vlogs, behind the scenes vlogs, podcasts, these videos which are the Stroll series. Stroll series, I'm out a walk. That's kind of it really, I just go for a walk and then just blether. Sometimes I've got a topic on my mind, sometimes people ask me things like at a point in the week and I just write it down. I think I'll talk about that in the stroll. So here we are. Someone was asking, how do I grow a beard naturally? Now, I'll be honest, I wasn't entirely sure how to answer this question, right? Because a lot of people would just say, just don't shave. Just let it grow naturally, right? But there are other things you can do, like go out for a walk in nature, get the blood flowing. It feels good, you know, when you get the endorphins going, you get the blood flowing. But if you get the blood flowing, it transports the nutrients through your blood system to the follicles, which helps hair grow. But that depends if your genetics play that role, right? If you're genetically blessed to grow hair, obviously you need the nutrients to help that hair grow. But some people are not genetically blessed, or they hit a certain age and the hair starts falling out like it's on fire, like myself. And then that's just the way the cookie crumbles, right? But to grow a beard naturally, I guess, that was in my mind, man. I keep talking, right? There might be Bigfoot in these woods. There might be Bigfoot in these woods, right? I'm not entirely sure. But I think I just found the bit where he gets down and dirty. Right, let's go. Yeah, growing the beard naturally. Just let it grow. Let it grow. But look after yourself as well. There's lifestyle choices make a difference. Like I said, get out, exercise, get the blood flowing. Not like Bigfoot. Get the blood flowing, exercise, healthy diet, plenty of water, drink plenty of water, make sure you're hydrated, because again that helps carry the blood and the nutrients through the blood to the follicles. Now, a lot of people will drink plenty of liquid, whether that be alcohol or juice or, I don't know, thick, sticky energy drinks, that kind of stuff, right? Which is, they're nice, they're tasty, but they can actually dehydrate you. If you're dehydrated, that slows down the blood flow, then the nutrients get into your follicles and stuff, right? So make sure you're hydrated, make sure you're eating healthy foods with protein and omega fats and that kind of stuff. Now, if your diet is a place you feel like you're lacking, speak to a doctor or a nutritionist. Now you get people saying, "Oh, don't trust the doctors or nutritionists." Well, do your own fucking research then, right? But just healthy lifestyle helps when it comes to doing things naturally, right? The body's an amazing thing. If you look after it, you can do amazing things, right? Like grow a great beard. Again, genetics play a part. Yes, I know this, but I think what the person was saying is, obviously you can get beard transplants, that kind of thing. That is a thing now. People go to certain countries to get beard transplants, that kind of stuff. That's cheating a wee bit, but then if it's an insecurity you've got and you want to go down that route, why not? There's Also supplements you can take. Biotin. Biotin's natural. It's in foods. I should have researched this before it came out. Minodroxidil, I think it's called. Is it? I don't know. You can take that as well. You see a lot of these hair growth pills and that kind of stuff. I've never taken that myself because, well, A, I don't need to, but B, I've done a bit of research on it. Not much, but I've done a little bit. And from what I could read from customer experiences was, when you start taking it in the first few months, well, it can be like the first few months to 6 months. That tree's creaking mad. I'm also standing on a tree stump, right? So I'm being cautious of how I turn around to it. Here was that tree. These ones. 1, 2, 3. All leaning against one tree. That can't be good. Yeah, the customer testimonials, or the customer reviews from that Minodroxidil, or whatever it's called, was hair falls out. You have hair loss in the first few months. It can go up to 6 months, or even a year. So your hair would fall out and get thinner before it regrows. Now, if you want to, if that's something you're doing for the long term, I mean, it's an option. But if you're trying to get beards, you don't want it falling out. You know what I mean? And then, who's to say it will grow back? I don't know. So yeah, there's unnatural ways. Testosterone, can you take that? I don't know. I've never looked into that kind of thing. I don't know. But the best way to grow a beard naturally is just let it grow. Have a healthy lifestyle. Use natural products. If you want to go down the whole natural route, 100% natural, you can use Braw beard oils. They're 100% natural. So there are natural products out there that are 100% natural, and then there's some that have got synthetic ingredients. Synthetic being artificial, they're man-made. Now, all synthetic ingredients are not bad. There's some that aren't great because they dry the hair out to extend. They're putting the products as a preservative, right, to extend the shelf life. So on like high street shelves, like, I don't know, your main supermarkets, right? If you go in there and look at the beard care products there, the beard oil in particular, you will see a list of ingredients on the back. Some you won't recognise. Now, there's quite a few that you probably won't recognise because they need to be in their inky term, right? I forget what it stands for, but inky term. It needs to be the legal Latin spelling. I think it's Latin spelling, right? It needs to be that for legal reasons. So there's some that you might not recognise that are actually fine. Like for instance, hemp seed oil that I use in Braw beard products is cannabis sativa. That's its name. So people get freaked out when they see cannabis or sativa, but it's just hemp seed oil. That's just it. So yeah, if you look at the labels on the back, you might see a list of ingredients you don't recognise. Some might be totally fine, but there'll be some in there that are preservatives or alcohol as well that are designed to extend the shelf life. So a beard oil made by a big manufacturer, mass production, can be made with these chemicals to, as I say, extend the shelf life, so they can sit on the shelf for 2 years, and when you crack open, it still smells the same. It smells synthetic, but it still smells the same as it would have on day one. Now, they're designed, like I said, to last a long time, but that comes at a price, because those alcohols and preservatives can dry your beard out. They can dry the skin out. They can cause itchiness, irritation, dandruff, all that kind of stuff, and they can be sticky as well, right? Which are the things you do not want in a beard care product. That's the thing you're trying to get rid of, right? Is the dandruff and the itchiness, irritation, dried out skin. You're trying to get rid of all that shit, right? But these products from the high streets are making it worse, or it's just a vicious circle, right? So if you use natural products like Braw beard oil, there's others out there, but if you use natural stuff, it's all designed to moisturise the skin, to get rid of the dry skin, the itchiness, irritation, get rid of all that shit. And like the shelf life is, well, between 6 months and 12 months, but if you use it daily, like you're meant to, you'll use it within that time anyway, and you'll have a much better looking beard. So there's that, natural products, but like I said, synthetic ingredients aren't all bad. What is bad is when people make products, but they don't know how to use the right ratios of ingredients, right? And that comes with natural products as well, like essential oils. Some essential oils are toxic if you use them in high quantities, right? So there is, I think it's okay now because it's well regulated. You know, everything needs to get safety assessed before it can go in the market. But there are still some really, really small brands out there who are making the products without getting them safety assessed, right? Now, that was a big thing back in 2016, 2017. We were doing events, like small events, community event type things, where there'd be different traders and things. And some traders openly admitted that they didn't have safety assessments. Now that's a big issue, because like I said, you can be using natural ingredients, but if you're using them in the wrong ratios, you can actually do more damage than good. So some essential oils can be toxic if you use way too much of it, or if you apply it to your skin, it can actually have a reaction to your skin. That's why people say do patch tests first. So all Braw beard products are safety assessed. They're all, when I make the recipe up for what I want to be the final product, I send it off to the lab. They check it, they run all the tests on it, they give me, well, they don't give me it back, it just goes, but they send me back all the paperwork, and it's like a thick document of everything. That breaks down every ingredient, all the possible side effects, everything, the max ratios that I can have, that kind of thing. Very seldom does it need change, but sometimes a couple of oils have needed a wee tweak. So I do that, send it back to them, they recheck it. So everything's safety assessed. Whereas a lot of companies, not a lot, some companies don't do that. So, we started off talking about natural beards. That's what I'm saying, right? So just be wary of the products you use. Check the reviews, check their credibility, check if they've been around a long time. There's a lot of companies started just to make a quick buck. They jumped in, made products, sold them, and then disappeared. And they never had safety assessments. It's mad. Whereas Braw Beard, I'm trying to build a proper company, trying to build this brand that I've been building for, 13 years now, almost 13 years. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's a hard journey. I'm standing on this thing. Yeah, crumbled. There's rotten. I'll stand on that one again. Yeah, I'm trying to build this credible brand, right? So everything's in check, you know, all the assessments, insurances, all that kind of stuff, and the natural products. I'm doing that because that's part of the brand, you know. Just so yeah, that's kind of. I went off on a tangent there, but that's what happens when you're out walking, especially when you're out walking with someone. Obviously, I'm on my own at the moment. Me and Bigfoot's in there somewhere. Yeah, but you guys are here, so that's what happens. You go for a talk, and you go for a walk, and you just start talking, and new things come out. So yeah, that's it. If you want to go and grow a beard naturally, look after yourself. That's the main takeaway there. Healthy diet, healthy lifestyle. Use decent products. Like I said, if you can go 100% natural products, go for it. Makes a big difference. If you need to use synthetic products, make sure they're all safety assessed and stuff like that. And yeah, there's a lot of products that are crap, and there's a lot of products that are good. Just got to do your research. Right, I'm going to go. It's getting very windy out there. I should get out these trees before one lands on me. And you can see my beard is flapping in the wind, and that's for a bit shelter. So it's very windy out there. So I'm going to sack this just now. Fall off this tree stump as well. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm going to sack this. I'm going to start walking back down to the lab in the wind. So, going to go. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Look after yourself. I will see you on the next one. Catch you later.